When you hear the word fear, what comes to mind? Many of you will think of strange images you've seen over the years, such as this one, or maybe even this one. But for I only see Cooking with Jack. Cooking with Jack is a channel. They have a few 100,000 subscribers, and he's a chef channel? Could you call him a chef channel? I don't know. I mean, he's not making food, that's obvious, but as close to a chef as a non-chef could get, I suppose. Now, before we begin, you may be wondering, one of two things. One, where have I been? Two, why am I wearing this hat? I can answer both of those right now. First of all, I have been busy with loads of things you probably don't want to hear about. Two, I'm wearing this hat because I am on a hunt for the worst chef of all time, and I think I have found him.
It's time for Aunt Myrna's recipes!
Now here we see Aunt Myrna looking like she just escaped the insane asylum. The smile. Oh, the smile. But today we're cooking a dish with Aunt Myrna and Cooking with Jack himself, called Aunt Myrna's Party Cheese Salad. Now, the ones who are watching this who have not heard of Cooking with Jack or seen his videos, you may think that sounds appetizing, but you have not seen the ingredients list for this particular cheese salad.
Let's get started right now. Wait till you see this. I never would have put these ingredients together had it not been for Aunt Myrna.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think anyone would have ever thought to put those ingredients together. I don't know what's happened to Aunt Myrna, but that is not what I would serve to my guests at a party. So, Cooking with Jack, following in the righteous steps of the faithful knight Aunt Myrna, has taken her recipe and he's going to make it. Now, just by looking at the little cutting board there that they have laid out, you can see that those are not ingredients that you put together. As soon as I heard the words pimentos and lemon jello, I knew what I was in for.
Can you believe this? This is crazy. Let's go to the stove right now and get this thing started. Take your crushed pineapples and pour it in the pan. All right, get your Jello mix. You're gonna do one large Jello, lemon or lime, or you're gonna do 2 small packets. I grabbed a large one.
Now, upon first glance, the ingredients don't seem all that, well, strange, but as the video progresses, your sanity decreases, and it seems like so does Jack's.
There you go. I'm not even sure what utensil to use for this.
Well, first of all, I don't think you're supposed to be using an icing spreader to mix your food together, but hey, wait a minute, I thought you were supposed to be a chef. You literally have a cooking channel. Why do you not know what utensil to use? Like, how do I, a mere mortal, know more about cooking than the omnipresent Cooking with Jack?
Okay, once the Jello is dissolved, you're gonna add, I chopped up the cream cheese. You're gonna add all your cream cheese in there. And you're going to mix that until it totally mixes in.
Oh, okay, yeah, you've lost me now. That actually just looks like a heart attack in a pot. What? Who are you serving this to? I hope not your family, because that is too much cream cheese for one single dish.
Cream cheese is pretty much melted down. You can still see the chunks of pineapple in there. We're gonna add the chopped celery, bell peppers, pimento.
Ah, yes, because that's exactly what this dish comprised mainly of Jell-O needs. Peppers and celery. Yes, why didn't I think of that one? Gosh, your genius is simply too much for us mere mortals to handle, Sir Jack. Why? Like, peppers isn't... You don't put peppers in Jell-O normally, right? Okay, if one of you out there has ever put peppers in Jell-O, you do not deserve to own a kitchen.
The nuts. We're gonna mix that in. I can't even begin to explain to you how amazing tasting this was. It looks horrible, but I'm telling you, Aunt Myrna never has failed me yet.
You know, I hate to be the one to go against the righteous teachings of the fateful knight Aunt Myrna, but I think she's failed you this time. I think just maybe she went a little insane.
And I've had this, so I hope mine turns out as good as hers. Have as good as hers. I'll be in business.
Well, yeah, you will be in business if your business plan is to give people food poisoning. That thing is a hate crime. If that's not illegal, it definitely should be. You know what else should be illegal? Not subscribing to Kiwi 7. You would be missing out on a lot of, well, I say a lot, but then I never upload. You'd be missing out on some content. But I am going to fix my upload schedule sooner or later. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Alright, here's a crucial ingredient. Your whipped cream.
I sure hope you don't plan on putting the whole thing in there. I mean, combined with the cream cheese, the Jell-O, the everything, you've basically just created a bioweapon even deadlier than the one I made. Like, one bite of that is going to send you to the infirmary with how much fat and sugar you're ingesting all at once.
Let's get that out there. If you don't have Cool Whip, just use real whipped cream. Creamiest you can find. Thickest you can find. Now I'm going to move this off to the side. Get my glass dish here. Then you're going to pour it in the dish carefully.
Yummy. Doesn't that just make your mouth water?
Kind of mix it around so the pineapple is all throughout the, just make sure all your ingredients are all throughout the dish, okay? Take your spoon gently through. You can smell, wow, the lemon and the pineapple are just busting out. And crazy enough, the last step, you're gonna sprinkle on some cheese on top. Use American cheese. I wouldn't use a cheddar or sharp because it's not gonna have the same flavor.
I don't know how many of you have ever eaten American cheese or eat it regularly, but I don't. I personally do not enjoy the flavor. So that makes me wonder, what flavor is he talking about? Imagine for a second eating chewy milk with salt in it. And that is about what American cheese really tastes like. So if you're one of those insane people at home who are going to follow this recipe, just use anything other than American cheese, please. You're just like sprinkling toenails on top of your porta potty sundae.
Family wants to try this out, so we've only been chilling this for about 4 hours. But as you can tell, It's completely solid and cold, and it looks beautiful. Look at that.
I think cooking with Jack and the rest of the planet have a very, very different definition of beautiful.
Wow, so good. I know it. Of course, I don't know if mine came out as good, so here's to delicious tasting.
Well, our journey is coming to an end. If you somehow made it this far, good job. How about liking the video and subscribing to Kiwi7 to see more of my content or something?